Hi everybody, it's Garrett from For the Love of Gaming, and I'm here speaking with Jeramy Cooke, the art designer for Borderlands 2. Hi Jeremy, how you doing?
Hi, thanks. I'm doing pretty good.
Alright, now what are some of the new features of Borderlands 2 over Borderlands 1?
Oh man, there's a ton of them, but I think the biggest new feature is all the new weapons and how much more variety there is between the weapon brands that we've added now. So, like you might take a brand like TDR where you throw the gun when it reloads as a bomb or something like that. So, I think a lot of the features aren't like, oh, now it's in third person. It's a lot more of the in-depth stuff about how the systems work.
Right, so it's not so much changing the whole formula as it is refining it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, now, are there weapon upgrades?
As far as like external upgrades, there's these things called relics that you collect, and they can affect your weapons and upgrade them, although you don't like modify your actual guns, if that's what you're talking about.
Okay. Alright, now, what are the tiers of the weapons still the same as in the colored tiers, like blue and purple and green?
Yeah, absolutely, although I don't know how much I can say about it, but there's definitely higher-end stuff to find that may be outside what people are used to in the normal sort of tier system. But yeah, we have the standard sort of green, blue, purple, orange for epic, and then there's some stuff beyond that as well.
The pearlescent stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, is there anything that's going to top, like, shotguns that shoot rockets, or are there any surprises that you have for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the coolest new things in guns is the E-Tech. So Hyperion, our big bad guys, make this stuff called E-Tech out of iridium. And it's special weapon parts that you put onto the guns that cause them to fire in completely new firing modes. So each class of weapons has an E-Tech part that radically changes the way the gun works. So you might get an SMG that behaves a little bit like a flamethrower, or a sniper rifle that's like a railgun, for example. So there's a lot of cool new stuff for players to discover there in that space.
Okay, now what can you tell us about the environments and the way that everything has changed aesthetically? Like, the last game it was all brown and mountainy and deserts.
Yep. Well, I mean, when we first designed Pandora, we had a much larger vision than just being in the desert. We always knew it was going to be a bigger planet, and so we decided to take players to other parts of the planet. So you see the grasslands, you're going to go to volcanic areas, snowy areas. And really, we just felt like, gosh, there was just so much brown. We gotta bring in more color. And the game has so much attitude, so much style, and we felt like the art was really keeping it down in terms of like that tone was just so kind of brown, So this time there's a ton more color and a lot more unique, varied environments to visit.
All right, now speaking of environments, are towns and like shops, is there any changes to those, or are they still going to be outposts where you pick up a quest, maybe go to a vending machine?
There's definitely some big changes. There's a really cool town called Sanctuary that you'll visit. You may remember it mentioned from the first game. There's a lot of new shop technology that goes with our new NPC technology as well. I can't talk about too many details, but there's definitely some cool new stuff there.
Okay, now what about vehicles? How's that changed since Borderlands 1?
We've got a new vehicle. It's the Bandit Technical that you may have seen. What's really cool about that is that it's a 4-player vehicle, and the 2 players in the back don't just sit there and watch what's happening. They actually sit in first person, crouched in the bed, and can use their real weapons to fight as the vehicle's driving. So you've got driver, gunner, and then 2, hand weapon guys in the back. It's really sweet.
Okay. And enemy AI and behavior, how have they changed? Like, are we going to see some really cool new things?
That's probably one of the biggest and best new things about Borderlands. We rewrote the AI and pathfinding system from scratch. We developed a new tool called Construct that our designers use. So it's sort of like a visual GUI for designing enemies, and so they can like totally kit bash and build all sorts of crazy new stuff. I mean, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to play yet, but you'll see a lot of that in the enemies in the demo here. You might have like a creature that creates a wormhole and sucks you in, or you might have a huge like 12-story tall crystallis that you're going to fight. It's a lot more variety in the first game.
And the player classes, how have they changed since the first game, and why only 4 new classes?
Why only 4? We wanted to still do 4-player co-op. We really felt like, as far as what the bandwidth that's available to most people out there, trying to do more than that, we could never really get the performance that we wanted there. So 4 players is just a good round number. I think also as you get more and more players, it gets more and more chaotic. So it's like a nice balanced number, I think, for us. Of course, they're all new classes, all new abilities, all new skills. And we took the old classes and brought them back as NPCs, and they're a big part of the storyline. They sort of help you finish the game, essentially.
And lastly, why should I buy this game over any other game coming out this year?
Because it's way more badass.
All right, thank you for your time.
All right.
This is Garrett for Love Gaming, and I cannot wait to play Borderlands when it comes out later this year. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks.